And hello, and welcome into another video. Today, I wanted to just talk a little bit about YouTube and what I've been doing up until now, what I plan on doing more of, and what you can expect in the future here. For what it's worth, YouTube has been a creative outlet for me. It's an extension to what I do on Twitch, which also is an outlet for me in a way. So I like to showcase games that I enjoy, make videos that I would watch myself, and also document my first impressions while showcasing a bunch of games and possibly bringing some more eyes to it and everything. And YouTube has sort of been the thing that I do on Twitch, but it's on YouTube, so people can watch it even when I'm not live. Through this, I meet new people. Through this, I spread some joy and entertainment and stuff. You know, people can watch it to fall asleep with it, or watch it to have a fun time. That's sort of a goal, at least, you know. So I do on here what I do over there, essentially. And I've been enjoying this a lot, and I will keep on doing this for as much as I can, you know. But soon I might have less time for that, so there will be some changes coming at some point, probably. Maybe even you won't notice a thing, and it's just me and my brain worrying about things that I don't need to worry about. Who knows? For what it's worth, I'm nearing the end stage of my studies, and the next semester in particular is going to be very, very busy for me. But also, I'm starting a new job, part-time job over here that will keep me busy, particularly on the weekends. But I also still plan on streaming here and there, which means changes and everything. And I have no idea. I have no idea if I will be able to upload very regularly, but it's something I hope that I'll be able to do. And if I manage, that's great. And if not, you know, you'll know why. Basically, because of this here. I tried multi-streaming here and there, the Rogue Mondays we've been doing, etc. I do intend to do more of that in the future, but more so when we showcase different titles and essentially do something that's closer to what we're doing today over here. Less so when we play through a game like Hades 2. That is an early access, and just do a bunch of runs on only that game, you know? So whenever we do like an indie showcase of sorts on Twitch, I plan on also publishing it to YouTube simultaneously via multi-streaming, so that's going to be pretty fun. Look forward to that. But it will be less frequent, if that makes sense, you know? Besides that, though, lately, I've been uploading a bunch of incremental games, as well as some roguelikes. Previously, it was mostly like indie games, with a bigger focus on roguelikes. I do still intend to upload a bunch of roguelike videos and whatnot, but I also have been really enjoying incremental games and whatnot, and especially ones with skill trees and stuff like that. I've also been enjoying a bunch of other titles, and that's just stuff I'll upload from now on. Not exclusively or anything like that. It's just, you know, there will be a mix and mash of incremental and roguelike games, some automation stuff, some shooty stuff and action and whatnot, but also puzzle games here and there, you know. And it's going to be pretty fun. Looking forward to that. And if you have any suggestions, let me know. But yeah, I've noticed, like, for the past few days, I've been uploading a bunch of games, like videos on incremental games, particularly ones I could find on itch.io, and that's mostly because I found a bunch that I want to showcase, and I ended up starting to record for them and whatnot. And that's cool. I don't think that's bad, but in case people are here for roguelikes, those videos will still be out. There will be more roguelikes. In fact, in the next few days, there will be a bunch of videos coming out on a few roguelikes. There's one demo that I wanted to showcase for an upcoming game. There's also one game that is already fully out that I've recorded a few videos on, another demo for a beat 'em up game that is quite interesting, but also a more story-driven sort of incremental game that reminded me of Cultist Simulator in a way, but it doesn't have any roguelike mechanics to it, besides permadeath, I guess. And then there's also another incremental game that will be a two-parter, so look forward to that. One of those auto-battler kind of games with skill trees and all of that, you know? It's gonna be fun! But yeah, there's also other things going on over here that kind of prevent me from recording as much as I want to, which is also why current playthroughs have been kind of on hold. Besides Burggeist, we still have a lot of characters to go through with Dice Unfold, and I will upload runs on harder difficulties as well eventually. I haven't uploaded anything on Earth Defense Force in a while. Lebensspawn is a game that I've not been playing at all, and hence I haven't been able to record anything over there because of the fact that I just get drained when I play that. It's a very depressing game. I guess. It's rough. But I'll do that eventually. I'll eventually record some more on that. Just depends on like my mental state, and once that's in a good enough spot, I'll be able to record a bunch on that. Besides that, we've got Drill Core, obviously, which has gotten a few updates as well. Dome Keeper, which is now getting modding support, like even more. Moonlighter and Core Keeper, which I really enjoy playing, and I love, you know, like putting out these 3-hour, 4-hour, 2-hour videos, you know, on those games, but nobody watches them, which is fine, honestly. Like, if it helps someone, that's cool, but you know, like if it makes someone stay, that's amazing, or if it helps people fall asleep, that's great too. But I just haven't found the time yet, you know, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll be uploading more on that eventually when I find the time to do stuff. You can expect stuff like Drill Core and Talented and other games to come up more often. But also, for what it's worth, it will take a while until I get the time to record a bunch. There's still like Burggeist going on. I will continue to upload videos on that game because I love it. Big recommend, and I want more people to see it. The next two parts will, however, be less focused on exploration and more so on combat and whatnot, because we explored big areas of a map. If there's a quest that wants us to go somewhere, I will go there, obviously, but yeah, for the most part, it's going to be a lot of action from now on, so that's going to be interesting. Besides that, though, we did play through Call of Cthulhu before. We did play through, what's it called? Lucius. And I think I'm gonna upload more videos that are sort of retro-ish. Like retro-ish as in old enough to drink, but not actually that old to be like proper retro, if that makes sense, you know? Like my definition of retro is sort of it's been a few generations on the consoles, or it's old enough to drink now, so it's old enough to be called retro. But I know a lot of people who would disagree with that, and that's fine. It's just, you know, different definitions, I guess. Besides that, though, I also wanted to talk a little bit about other things like thumbnails, titles, and whatnot. I am not good with thumbnails, not gonna lie, so it's been a very wild mix here and there. Just plaster the logo onto a screenshot kind of thing, you know, with some editing here and there. Besides that, though, I've also had like, oh yeah, I just use the official image here and there because I don't want to use red arrows, big red arrows or whatever. Not a fan of that. but I might have to do it here and there. I don't like using caps lock in titles, so I will still refrain from doing that. I might do it here and there sparingly, but not like too much. And besides that, you'll always find the Steam links and all of that in the description of the videos. But yeah, nothing will change on that front. I'll keep it the way I have it now. I might move away from the part structure of videos. Like just mentioning part 2 or 3 or whatever is pretty rough, it seems, on YouTube in terms of like just discoverability and how many people the video is shown to. So I'll avoid that from now on. But if you want to like not miss out on parts, there will still be like playlists that group the different games together. So look forward to that. You just use that, I guess. Besides that, I was also thinking of maybe uploading videos on visual novels, like different playthroughs. Mostly because I own a lot of them and I wanted to play those someday, but I never actually played through them. And so, yeah, I'll be playing Steins Gate soon, I guess. And it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to that a lot. I hope you're looking forward to it as well. It's going to be great, I think. I love Steins Gate a lot. It's going to be very chill as well for like sort of background noisy purposes and stuff. Like an audiobook, but with my voice in it. And also some visuals, I guess, but you don't need the visuals necessarily. Very mellow, chill, you know? But yeah, retro-ish games, there are some titles that I want to play, at least do a one-shot of, including the Gothic series, for instance, or perhaps the Overlord series, because I only played the first Overlord game, I believe, ever. I want to do a playthrough of Fable at some point. Would be kind of fun. I could see myself playing a bunch of different games, yeah. And if you have any suggestions for that, feel free to let me know. I also would love to eventually play through a lot. Like on stream, I played a lot of the remastered games and remastered versions and stuff of like BioShock and other games, but I've not played the original ones, which I also own, like, you know, the original BioShock, not the HD remaster, you know? So maybe that could be something that we could upload videos on. Who knows? Like, if you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know, and I'm looking forward to playing them eventually. But yeah, I have plans. I'm very excited for a lot of things. It's just gonna be a bit of a busy time with a new job, also exams, and a lot of university stuff, and also plans to visit family more often and all of that. You know? Stuff like that. Resolutions for the upcoming year. And then there's also stream stuff. I want to do more stuff with my stream. I want to improve the way I handle content, kind of. And there's a lot I want to do. If you're into watching Twitch streams, by the way, I'll be starting a new art log soon. So, for anyone that doesn't know what that is, it's a Pokemon Nuzlocke, which is a hard rule set, like customized, you know, challenge kind of thing in Pokemon, where you only get one encounter per route or area, and you essentially go through the game and have a very limited amount of Pokemon, and they are randomized, and you're up against randomized trainers and gym leaders and whatnot, you know? So that's fun. But also, with an art lock, you draw all the encounters you get and the evolutions with a time limit, up to 7 minutes. And then what happens is you do that, and when they die, they're dead forever, which is wild. That said, you also have to draw how they die, so that's something that's gonna be fun. Either way, we're doing that with Pokemon Crystal this upcoming weekend, like next week. In fact, I'm gonna start it on Saturday, the 5th of April. Probably. I'll also post about it in the community tab and everything, so if you want to stop by and everything, that will be on YouTube as an announcement, and I'll be live on Twitch. And if you miss it, that's fine, because I'll be exporting it over to my archive channel, which is Magiwas Archived. On that note, Magiwas Archived is basically just a VOD dump where I upload or publish the unedited raw footage of the various playthroughs we've done on Twitch. Some of them, at least, you know. There's a lot of them that have been lost to the voids, you know. And it's just the way it is. It sucks. Can't be helped. But you'll find a lot of them over there. And it's gonna be fun to just, you know, archive them a little bit for the future. But also, there's also Magiwas Talking, which is a channel that I've not been uploading too often on to, but when I do, it's typically like a very long video where I talk about something, typically drama. If you're into that, you know, it exists. I just used it once to criticize one like streamer slash YouTuber and another YouTuber slash game developer who spouted a bunch of nonsense. So yeah, that's something I'll do over there. Like small unedited rambly videos that will be over there. If you're into that, feel free to watch that. I also have a video over there on how I got into political content that was very very conservative and right wing as a teen, like this whole anti-SJW stuff, and how I eventually moved on from that and got out of that, you know, because as a young impressionable teen, you're like, haha, funny, and then, oh wow, this guy is a good talker and everything, but over time you notice, you know, not really. So I've got a video on that over there if you're interested. And yeah, that was basically it. That's all that I wanted to talk about. I've been uploading regularly. I will keep uploading regularly. I've been enjoying a bunch of the videos that we've been putting out recently, and I want to keep uploading videos. So look forward to that. If you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know, and I'll see you around. Until next time, bye bye.